Hello students, welcome to YapMaster. So today we are going to discuss very interesting topic, that is electrical instrument. So today we will just talk about galvanometer and its conversion to voltmeter and ammeter. So let's start. What is galvanometer? It is primarily used to detect current and it can also measure current up to range microampere, right? And inside galvanometer there is a coil which is placed in magnetic field. So when current passes through the coil start experiencing torque in the magnetic field and it starts rotating, and as there is a spring connected inside, that will provide counterclockwise torque, and finally needle will come to rest to a particular location. The angle rotated by needle or by coil will be directly proportional to the current it carries. So working principle of the galvanometer is it converts electrical energy into mechanical energy, and when current flows due to the counter torque and the torque by magnetic field, it comes to a particular point, right. So this is the symbol of galvanometer, and as galvanometer is having some coil, that coil will have some resistance. So it can be characterized with the resistance of the coil and the maximum deflection current it carries. As I already told you, the deflection it will have will be proportional to the current it carries. So this is the basic working formula we have. Theta is proportional to I, and any galvanometer can be characterized by these two parameters: maximum deflection current and galvanometer coil resistance. Okay. Now we define one more parameter here, that is called sensitivity, and sensitivity is, you can see here, sensitivity of moving coil galvanometer is defined as the angle of deflection per unit current flowing through it. So sensitivity is theta divided by Ig, where Ig is full scale current and theta is full scale deflection, right. I hope this part is clear. Now with the help of galvanometer you can measure current of range microampere or milliampere. If you want to measure current of range ampere, say 1 ampere, 10 ampere, 5 ampere, then we have to modify the instrument, and with the help of modification we can convert that galvanometer to ammeter. So how those conversions are done, let's see. So let's first convert galvanometer to ammeter. So we have one galvanometer and it will have certain range, and we want to increase the range which is it can measure. So what I can do, I can place a resistor in parallel, so that when I amount current enters into it, only Ig passes through galvanometer coil and the rest of the current bypasses through the resistor we have connected in parallel. This resistor we call shunt resistor. So if I assume the coil resistance here is G, then I can see this instrument which I am converting into ammeter, this ammeter will have resistance G into S upon G plus S, parallel combination of resistor, right. And I can write voltage here is equal to voltage here. So Ig into G will give you S into I minus Ig. From here I can find out the value of shunt resistor should be connected in parallel to make this conversion possible. So if I give you galvanometer which can measure current up to say 10 milliampere, and I want to convert into ammeter which can measure current up to 10 ampere, 0 to 10 ampere. So here this is the value of Ig and this is the value of I. Using these values here, as you can see, you can find out the required shunt resistor to make this conversion possible. So now we have a device which can measure current of high current range. The same way we can convert galvanometer to voltmeter. Let's see that. So now we have ammeter and we are going to convert galvanometer to voltmeter. So for that what we need to do, here when current Ig is flowing through this resistor G, there will be a potential difference across these two terminals, Ig into G. So that means this device can also be used to measure this potential, but as the value of potential is so small, generally we are unable to use it for normal purposes. So what we do, we increase the range of this one by connecting one resistor in series. So what we will do, we will add one resistor in series, let that be R, and now these 2 points will have higher voltage difference as compared to these 2 points. So with the help of this combination, I can measure higher potential difference. Larger the value of R, larger would be the potential difference across these two terminals. So now after connecting to the resistor R, I have converted it to measure potential difference of higher range, or I can say I have converted this galvanometer into voltmeter of higher range. Example like previous one, here this galvanometer can measure 0 to say 10 milliampere, and I want voltmeter which can measure 0 to 1 volt. So for this conversion, what I need to do, when Ig current is flowing, the potential difference across these two terminals must be equal to V, right. So this can be written this way, Ig into G plus R must be equal to this V. So this value I can substitute from here, Ig I can substitute from here, resistance of galvanometer coil will be given to you. With the help of that, you can find out the value of R. So now I know what resistor should be connected in series to make this conversion possible, right. So this is the way we convert galvanometer to ammeter and galvanometer to voltmeter. Okay. For voltmeter, resistor must be connected in series, and for ammeter, resistor must be connected in parallel. Okay. Now let us see one point. If I compare ammeter to voltmeter, then first point says that ammeter will have resistance small, low resistance instrument. Galvanometer itself will have a small resistance, and when you connect one resistor in parallel, then resistance will become even smaller. So resistance of ammeter will be small, while in the case of voltmeter we were connecting a resistor, external resistor in series, so the resistance will be more than the galvanometer. So voltmeter will have resistance more than the galvanometer, while ammeter will have resistance less than the galvanometer. Resistance we have just seen, as these two are connected in parallel, then formula will be Gs upon G plus S. While for voltmeter we connected in series, so resistance will be resistance of galvanometer plus whatever we have connected extra. Then next point, here we connect one resistor in parallel which will be small, and here we will connect one resistor in series which will be large. Ammeter is to be connected across the branch in series through which we want to measure the current, while in case of voltmeter, voltmeter should be connected in parallel across the resistor through which we want to find out the potential difference, right. So voltmeter is connected in parallel, ammeter is connected in series. Then what is the requirement? When we say that our ammeter is ideal, its resistance has to be very small or almost 0, while in case of voltmeter we want its resistance to be infinity, because we do not want voltmeter to draw current so that it can measure the correct potential difference. Second last point, the resistance is less than the galvanometer, we have already discussed this point here. Resistance is greater than the resistance of voltmeter, we have already discussed this point. Last one, it is not possible to decrease the range of the given ammeter. Once ammeter is given, you cannot decrease the range, you can increase the range, while you can decrease the range of voltmeter, right. So these are the basic differences between ammeter and voltmeter. Now one last point, look at this example, that sensitivity of moving coil galvanometer is given S, and we have connected one resistor in parallel of resistance 1/8 of the resistance of the coil. Now how sensitivity is getting affected? So if I say that we have got one galvanometer and the maximum deflection current is Ig, then sensitivity will become theta divided by Ig, but once you connect one resistor in parallel, then this current I, what should be the value of I, so that here we have maximum deflection. So for maximum deflection this current has to be Ig, right? It is given that resistance of this one is Rg, then the resistance of this one is Rg by 8. So the current here will be I minus Ig, and I can write this potential difference is equal to this potential difference. With the help of that I can find out the new sensitivity. So Rg into Ig will be equal to I minus Ig into Rg by 8. So from here if I solve, I will get I is equal to 9 Ig. So the new sensitivity of the instrument S dash is equal to full scale deflection divided by I, and that I we are getting theta 9 Ig, and this theta by I can substitute S. So now you can see that we are getting sensitivity S by 9. So when you are increasing the range of galvanometer, when you are converting into ammeter, then you have to compromise with the sensitivity, right? So I hope this concept is clear. So for more such interesting video, download YubMaster app. Thanks for watching.